We've got a former Cavalier and NBA champion with the Cavs calling out a current Cavalier, one everyone's talking about anyway. We're going to talk about it here on Cavs Digest. Billy Beebe welcoming you back to the videos as we're talking Cavs basketball. We've got a beloved Cavalier in Channing Frye calling out Jarrett Allen, who's a hot name as we head into the offseason for trade talks, for fit, for toughness. We're going to jump into all that. And this is not the first time we've heard a Cavs player calling Jarrett Allen out for toughness and discussing what he can bring to the table as far as physicality and toughness goes. Billy Beebe, back with you. As I said, excited to have you guys on the channel. We are covering so much headed into the offseason. We're over 2,000 subscribers and moving up. So be sure you join in. Be sure you subscribe because we'll be talking about something, whether it be myself or Matt, every single day. So be sure to do that. As I was making this video, as I saw Channing Frye, I was like, man, I wonder how much championship 2016 gear I have left. And so the first one, I got my The Block shirt. That's a 2016 original. Still got that bad boy. I'll hang those up during the break where I usually hang them in the back here. And then the Cartoon Cavs shirt. That's a classic. Love it. Love it. Got those. Don't quite fit well anymore. Time hurts. Don't get older. That's all I'm going to say there. But let's get to it. Let's get into the information here. Man, Jarrett Allen, for the third straight year, the Cavaliers get bounced from the playoffs. And the narrative is Jarrett Allen not tough enough, wasn't physical enough, disappeared in big moments, so on and so forth. Had a great game in the one game the Cavaliers won. That might be the most confusing part, is that Jarrett Allen kind of was awesome in that one game, and then the rest of the series we're wondering what happened to him. But nonetheless, that physicality is brought up, that toughness is brought up, that Eastern Conference basketball style of play, the bigs in the East, even the power forwards in the East are tough physical guys. So that's been a question for Jarrett Allen in his time with Cleveland, unsurprisingly. And then we had Channing Frye on the Road Trippin' podcast, one of my favorites, one I've loved for years and listened to for years, really since they started. They were still on the team doing that podcast. So sucked when Channing Frye called him out. We're going to watch that video. We're also going to watch the video from last summer after the Cavaliers got bounced. Marcus Morris made some comments about Jarrett Allen and dealing with injury. So, I mean, not the first time. Definitely not the first time. And it's not just the fans, who we've seen plenty of people saying not tough enough, not physical enough. And then we'll ask those questions after we watch the comments from Jarrett Allen and company.
Jarrett Allen is not a playoff big man. That is my statement. He is not physically dominant. He is not aggressive. And the thing that I think, is he a good dude? Absolutely. Is he a great regular season all-star caliber player? Absolutely. Do you know what bothered me the most about that series? Do you ever watch the film of when DeAndre Hunter got hit in his stomach and everyone ran over? Mm-hmm. Do you ever watch when there's a little scuffle where he is at all times? At some point, as the main dude, the biggest dude on your team, you gotta fuck somebody up once in a while. Where were you? Last night, I was like, yo, because I was trying, hey, he has great hands, finishes solid. I asked my son to watch him. My son was like, ooh, is he still in the game? Didn't even know. You look at that play when Halliburton hit the three, you look at his effort on those plays. Now, also, this is what we heard. Remember last year, his little ribby wibbies was hurt and didn't play through that. My thing is, at a certain point, craziness is trying to do the same thing and expect a different result. He is a great NBA player. If you want to win a chip, no other big man respects him. Miles Turner was whooping his ass. Pascal Siakam was going at him. You look at that Knicks series 3 years ago, they were dogging him out. Mitchell Robinson and whoever else. To me, he needs it. I don't care what he works on this summer. He got to work on this and this. He got to work on those two things. Keep yourself in shape. Keep the fro tight. Work on those two things because you're being exposed now as soft.
Strong words there from Channing Frye about Jarrett Allen. not a playoff guy, not respected by other centers. I guess that infers physicality, toughness, ability to play playoff basketball. He was a key part of the winning this season, right? The Cavs won their 64 games this year, and Jarrett Allen was a big part of it. But Channing Frye, who has been in the playoffs and won a title and whatnot, I don't want to say he was like banging around with the big guys. With Andrew Bogut. I mean, he needed to play like Draymond Green, and that's when he was playing. He wasn't the starting center for the Cavaliers, so I don't know that Channing Frye is like the utmost authority on big man play in the NBA. He was more of a perimeter shooter, and like an eighth man or ninth man. But he's a champion. He's been in those wars. He's seen guys succeed in those levels. What did you think about those comments? You can drop down and let me know. How did you feel about a former Cav calling Jarrett Allen out? Do you agree with him? Other respect from other big men, does that even matter to you? I just honestly care about the rebounds and points and getting it done. I don't really care if Mitchell Robinson respects Jarrett Allen. I think it does go back to physicality and whatnot with Jarrett Allen and how tough he plays and whatnot. Also want to go back to some comments about Jarrett Allen from Marcus Morris last year after Allen, again, missed round 2 against the Boston Celtics.
It definitely was a disconnect somewhere in there.
Because I heard something too. It was like with the Jarrett Allen of it all that people thought, and I don't know if it was executives or other players, that he wasn't doing enough to get back on the court. And so my question is, when you guys have an injury, are you aware of what an injured teammate is doing or not doing as far as rehab? Are you kind of in that business, or everybody's on their own and we assume it the most?
No, you're around. That's why I'm curious to see what was going on, because you almost forced the rehab. Like, you don't really have an option to rehab. That's not even like a thing. So I'll let you speak on that.
I think, like you said, you don't have an option to rehab, but you got an option to play. So it's like, I can't speak on how bad it was for Jarrett. If you put me in that same position, do I play? Yes. But, I can't say how his body felt. Orlando was a very physical ass series. So I wasn't surprised he didn't come back in that one. A little bit surprised about the Boston one, but not too much about Orlando, because they were some physical young cats, and he got hit one more time and it could have been different. I think Boston is not as physical, more, just talented and skillful guys.
All right, so more interesting comments from Marcus Morris there as he kind of talks about, I'd have played through that injury. I don't know about Jarrett Allen, but, if I had a similar injury, I'm playing through it. So now you got former players 2 years in a row talking about Jarrett Allen, basically saying he's not tough enough and he's not a playoff guy. He can't last in these playoffs. We've got 3 years in a row where he finishes the playoffs, and fans are asking if Jarrett Allen is physical enough to be a part of these playoffs. Maybe you don't need Jarrett Allen, the 13-10 guy. Maybe you need the Jonas Valanciunas, 5-5, right? Is he fast enough? I don't know. I banged the table for Jonas Valanciunas all year. If you follow this channel, I wanted that. So, can drop down in the comments. Do you trust what Marcus Morris says? What Channing Frye says? Are you agreeing with them, as we've seen it 3 years in a row now, where it's a question of Jarrett Allen being tough enough? Should he be traded? All that and more as we continue to discuss the Cavs offseason here on Cavs Digest.